Well, Rodrigo, it's nice to see you again. I think the last time I saw you might have been at the KPMG annual partners meeting in Dublin, Ireland last year. So you're a partner with KPMG in Chile. Tell me what's going on in these challenging times with clients.
Yes, well, I probably the challenges that we're facing here are are similar to challenges that that we see all over the world. People not being able to go to work as usual, isolation, quarantine, and having to adapt to this new uh, paradigm where we have where we can have the at least we have the ability to take advantage of all of the technology and advancements into technology to keep constant communication with our clients and also with our teams, which is also very important. So probably, and this is something a personal feeling. Um, I have the feeling that I'm working even more from home than than I was when at the office, and I look at my schedule and the day goes by so fast because I have back to back conference calls and video calls with clients in my teams because they want to keep that connection. Obviously, it's not the same as the physical presence, but it helps. And again, these collaborative tools and working together really help with the situation where everyone's sitting at their homes and not being able to connect at the office.
Well, it certainly is a new way of working together and working together
Yeah.
with our clients. And so as you're working together with your clients now, has Chile been bringing out any new measures that are of interest to multinationals?
Yes, definitely, and also very similar to the rest of the world. The impact that the pandemic will have in the economy is going to be very big. Estimations now are that probably this year we will enter into a recession. Central bank, I think it was just this morning, they announced the forecast for this year, and they're estimating that there will be a negative growth, a 1.2 negative growth of the Chilean economy. So there's a lot of concern by the government and by authorities and by the Congress as well, and they've already started, very quickly in passing measures and stimulus packages. The package in the aggregate it's quite big for the Chilean economy. It's $11 billion stimulus package, which is about 5% of our GDP. It's the biggest package, I think, stimulus package that has been passed in history in Chile. It was even larger than the one passed in 2008 with the global credit crisis. And and the stimulus includes a lot of different measures. There are some tax measures, mostly aimed at small, medium companies and individuals, but there are a few that also will benefit multinationals and large companies. For example, there would be we have a tax called stamp tax, which is applicable on credit and financial transactions, which is being reduced to zero for the next 6 months. And the idea behind that is to provide stimulus for credit to continue flowing in the market. There's also the elimination of the obligation to make monthly advance income tax payments. Many countries have that obligation to pay monthly based on gross revenues in account for your annual tax liability. So anticipating that many companies will be facing a difficult situation over the next few months, that obligation has been eliminated for the next 3 months as well. So that is
So quite a lot.
Yeah, very helpful. And then, a few measures, but aimed at small companies. It's, the deferral of payment of income taxes, VAT, waiver of interest, and penalties. So those measures are there. But also the central bank has taken some measures. It reduced the market, the monetary policy interest rate to only 0.5% to try to provide additional stimulus, and also easing the regulatory requirements on credit risk and lending for commercial banks, also to try to provide flexibility for renegotiating loans or issuing loans to companies and people that may be in a difficult situation.
So quite a lot focused on cash flow as well,
Yes.
which is clearly a big concern of many clients today as they deal with slumping demand and changes in supply chains.
That's right. One big challenge though is filing, the filing of tax returns and deadlines for filing. Our annual filing season for income taxes is going on right now, and the deadline is April 30. So the payment date has been extended to July 31, but not the obligation to file your return. So there are a lot of small companies, and not so small as well, that are concerned about that because they don't have the capacity with people and advisors and service providers working from home and not having access or immediate access to all of the information is making the process a little bit slower. So there is some pressure there, but also the government is instructing the Chilean Revenue Authority to also give or provide waivers of any penalties or interests that may otherwise apply if you don't file your tax return on April 30. So
Well,
there's a lot of flexibility in that respect as well.
But that's also a good note, I guess, to sort of think about, because life goes on in many ways, and that might be an example of one where people need to, that's within a month, so may need to accelerate some of the front end work they were planning just so they have a chance of filing timely.
That's right. So as you can see, there's a lot going on, and probably the same as mostly everywhere. Fortunately, in terms of the virus and the pandemic, even though the rate of contagion in Chile has been growing very fast, we have already about 3,000 people infected. The good thing is apparently the health system was well prepared to deal with that, and the government is taking adequate measures because the mortality rate has remained very low. They're less than, I think, unfortunately there are some fatalities, but it's less than 15 people so far. So everyone's being very responsible and conscious about social isolation and quarantine. So hopefully that has also a good impact, and we can get out of this in a good shape.
Well, that's a very positive note to end on. So thank you very much for your time. And stay healthy, okay?
Yes, and hope to see you soon, hopefully in person.
That's the plan. Okay, thank you, Rodrigo.